Hey, this is Manuel from Steadybit. Today I want to give you an overview how you can get the best chaos engineering support for Kubernetes by using Steadybit. As soon as you have installed the Steadybit agent and relevant extensions in your Kubernetes cluster, we are automatically discovering potential targets for your chaos engineering experiments. For instance, we are discovering Kubernetes deployments, pods, stateful sets, as well as container and hosts in your cluster. And you can basically slice and dice all this information and visualize them in our Landscape Explorer in order to check what is the best next experiment you should run on your chaos engineering journey in order to make progress. For instance, in the Steadybit demo namespace, you can see that the gateway deployment has actually 2 Kubernetes pods running, and both pods are running in 2 different availability zones. So this deployment is a perfect candidate for an experiment to check whether load balancing is working fine when one of the availability zones is not available. For that, I'm using our easy-to-use experiment editor, which allows you to place attacks, checks, load tests, and whatever kind of actions simply via drag and drop on a canvas. For instance, I'm having here the container gateway stopping attack, which specifies that I want to attack a container running in the deployment gateway exactly at the AWS availability zone 1A. And by again benefiting from the target discovery, I can specify each value just by selecting the value or type in search, and don't have problems with trial and errors of experiment runs because I misspelled the value by accident. As soon as I'm running the experiment, I get again the same timeline view at the top to know exactly which step is currently executed by Steadybit. And beneath, I can get visibility into my Kubernetes cluster to check, for instance, which deployment is currently missing a pod or what kind of events are happening in my Kubernetes cluster. You can get an overview of all available attacks and checks in the Reliability Hub, basically filtering on the extensions host, container, and Kubernetes, which are most relevant for your use case. Also, you can see that for the Kubernetes environment, we are having additional extensions like for Istio stack state customers, and you can install each of the extensions separately depending on your use case. Last but not least, we also have some recipes available, which are basically experiments that are ready to be executed just by clicking a button. You can basically download them from the Reliability Hub, import them into Steadybit, and run the experiment to get you started as easy as possible. Really looking forward for your feedback. Take care.